Hello, everybody. So we decided to do our parent workshop on positive behavioral interventions and support, also known as PBIS. What we would do to start the meeting is just introduce ourselves and our position at the school.
I am Brenda Gallegos, the Transitional Kindergarten Education Specialist.
And I would introduce myself as the Monarres first grade education specialist.
And I'm Priscilla Angier, kindergarten teacher and an education specialist.
All right, and then we would begin the meeting by starting out with an agenda. So just a quick schedule and rundown of what the workshop will look like, what the goals will include, get them started with the icebreaker. We would also go over the learning objectives, make sure that they were measurable, in that they would understand the differences in the supports between the three tiers of the PBIS framework. Remember a PBIS strategy that translates to taking it home for their student and doing it there. And also learn positive social emotional behaviors, and what the opposite of those behaviors are. We would say if your student likes to hang out outside, go on the right side of the room. If your student likes to hang out on the inside, go on the left side of the room. And then within those two groups, they would have to talk to each other, explain why their kid is an outside person or why their kid is an inside person. And then next we would work with numbers or letters. And then lastly, is your kid a night owl or early bird? It's just a way to engage them in conversation about their children and get them knowing a little bit more about who attends their school.
Okay, so we would explain what PBI is, and basically it's under the umbrella framework of a multi-tiered system of supports. There are two approaches in which target different struggle areas of the child that include RTI and PBIS. PBIS is an evidence-based three-tiered framework designed to support daily student outcomes. PBIS is a model that all students will succeed in.
So then we would go over in detail what each tier is. So we would go ahead and start with what is tier 1 support. So tier 1 support is practiced across the entire school setting. It's an important aspect of tier 1, and teachers emphasize modeling, teaching, and acknowledging social and emotional and behavioral skills. So oftentimes parents might want to know what the teacher is doing inside the classroom when it comes to the PBIS model. So teachers are teaching skills from the beginning and throughout the year of what their expectations are. They are monitoring student behaviors and progress and using data to make educated based decisions. So in the picture to the right side, we have the green area, which represents the whole school.
And then lastly would be the tier 3 support. So these are the students that haven't responded to the stuff they've been learning in tier 1 and tier 2, or how they have been learning the stuff in tier 1 and tier 2. In the tier 3, it's the red triangle up top. The students would accomplish a couple things in that triangle. One strategy is a functional behavior assessment. It allows for the parents and other teachers to see that what behaviors are bothering them and how it is bothering them and why it is happening. Also, there's person-centered planning, which is just a more individualized way of planning for a student.
Then we just incorporated the slide of what the environment looks like at the school so the parents understand that we are constantly reinforcing these behaviors and they're getting constant reminders of rewards that they can obtain once they show these behaviors. So we'll have PBIS incentives within individual classrooms. So that might look a little different than the whole PBIS incentive as a school. So that might look like to the left, we have a picture of like you can wear pajamas, What else is there? Like Jersey days. So it's just like some little incentives to motivate the students.
So here, in order for parents to promote PBIS at home, we would inform them of the 5 steps that they can follow to apply this. We have setting expectations, creating examples, celebrating behavior, setting goals, and practicing patience. On the right, we have a picture of what a PBIS at home matrix looks like. And just like at school, we have rules and behavior expectations that children follow. This forms the school matrix. It is important to establish a home matrix so that the desired behaviors improve beyond the classroom.
Lastly, for some resources, we would be providing them with this presentation, and we would ask them to please dedicate some more time to filling out a parent survey just to see where there could be edits or changes made in the workshop. So we thank you for your time, and we appreciate you watching our presentation.